Berenstain Bears and a junky.
Yeah, Berenstain Bears and too much junk food. And too much junk food. This is a junk is a J word. That's right. J word. Junk food. Healthy food is good for brother and sister and dad. How can mom make them stop eating food that is bad? Berenstain Bears and too much junk food.
There's a candy satay.
Bear country, where the bear family lived in a big bear tree down sunny dirt road, was a happy place. Yes, baby. And a healthy place. There were lots of cozy nooks and comfortable trees for the bear country folk to live in. The weather was good most of the time, and best of all, there was plenty of food, healthy food, worms and seeds for the birds, nuts and acorns for the squirrels, grass and dandelions for the rabbits, and more than enough flies for the frogs, and plenty of good nourishing food for the bears, honey of course, but more important, lots of fruits, vegetables, milk, eggs, and fowl. The trouble was that certain bears, brother and sister, had gotten into the habit of eating not so healthy foods when watching TV, when at the movies, and the mall. In fact, it began to seem Mama Bear that every time was snack time. At first, she hadn't paid much attention, but then one day, the cubs were raiding the pantry. Mama noticed something. The cubs were getting a little bit chubby and took a closer look, just to be sure. Yes, they were chubbier from the side. They were chubbier from the front and from the back. Well, there was no question about it. Brother and sister were going to have to stop eating all that junk food.
You're not eating junk food,
But Mama, they protested, we're growing bears and we need those snacks. You're growing all right, said Mama, and the trouble is you're growing from side to side as much as you are up and down. Sometimes cubs get into bad habits, and you've got into a habit of eating altogether too many sweets and goodies. We're going to have to get back to healthy, nourishing food. She gathered up all the goodies in one big load. Mama, cried Sister Bear, what are you doing? You're not going to throw away, cried Brother. No, we're going to put them in the freezer and forget about them, she said, and there's no use in arguing. That's right, agreed Papa, coming from his shop. There's no use in arguing with your mother when she's made up her mind. Then looking into the refrigerator, he said, oh dear, we're out of sweetie cola. Let's make sure we get some next time we go to the supermarket. Our sweetie cola days are over, said Mama. As she pushed all the goodies into the freezer, 2 packages fell onto the floor. Say, shouted Papa, what are you doing with my sugar balls, my cocoa chums? They're going to the freezer. We're going to forget about them, cried Brother. We're going to eat healthy, nourishing food instead. Just a minute, said Papa. But as he leaned over to pick up his precious goodies, there was a big, loud rap. Papa's snack habits had caught up with him, too. He had split the seat of his overalls wide open. Oh, no. He bent down, and then his pants broke because his bum's getting too big from eating all the junk food. Uh-oh. Oh, look, he's in his underwear now. What sort of healthy, nourishing food? Papa asked Mama as she sewed his overalls up. Vegetables right out of the garden, of course, and fruit from our orchard. Oh, and what are we supposed to drink? Asked Papa. Try this, she said. It's called water. She's feeding him water. The next day, Bear family went to the supermarket to buy some sensible food for the pantry. Mama pushed right past the sweets and goodies and stocked up on whole grain bread and cereal and fresh milk and cheese. Then she chose one of those fine-looking oranges and bananas, 2 fruits that didn't grow in our orchard. Orchard, not orchid. That's a flower. When she was waiting in the checkout line, someone said, I'm glad to see the carload of nutritious food, Mama Bear. It was Dr. Grizzly, the bear's family doctor. You must believe in good food for a healthy body. I certainly do, said Mama, but I'm not sure about the rest of my family. Dr. Grizzly looked at Papa and the cubs. She said, I see what you mean. They look like they can use a bit of professional advice. Stop by my office tomorrow, please. The cubs were nervous when they arrived at the doctor's office the next day. Do you think she'll give us some sort of shot? They want to know. I don't think so, said Mama. But with Dr. Grizzly, you never know. See, they're looking at the candies and they're talking, and then they went home. Made a doctor's appointment for the next day. Step in here, please, said Dr. Grizzly. Oh boy, movies, said the cubs. When they saw a projector and a screen. Not exactly, said the doctor as she turned off the lights. We're about to have a little slideshow. About what? Asked the cubs. You'll see, she said, and the show started. This is what your body looks from the outside, and this is, she said, changing the slide, is what your body looks on the inside. Wow, says the cubs.
Yeah, what the real body looks like.
That's what our real bodies look like on the inside. Our bodies are a marvelous system. Our bodies are a marvelous system of parts called organs, and these parts work together and let us do all the wonderful things we can do. Climb mountains, sing songs, hit home runs, ride bikes. It's a number of systems, really. A system of nerves that let us feel and think. A system of the blood flowing throughout the body. A system of muscles and bones to let us move and gives us strength. And a system for food that lets us take in the nourishment that gives us energy and keeps all the other systems healthy. The last slide showed different kinds of foods and showed how it could help the body. Papa looked for sugar balls and cocoa chums, but they were nowhere to be seen. Now, said Dr. Grizzly. Now, said Dr. Grizzly, turning on the lights, I'll do my best to keep you healthy if you promise you'll do your part by eating the right foods. We promise, said Brother, but Sister had questioned about sweets and goodies. What harm they do? Well, most of them, answered the doctor, aren't very nourishing. Instead, in helping the body strengthen our body, they just pile up extra fat like this. Took a pinch of Papa's waist, and she got quite a handful. Ouch, said Papa. And even worse, they fill you up so you're not hungry for the food that your body really needs. Uh-oh. And the bears were leaving. Just a minute, she added. Uh-oh, a shot, thought the cubs. But that wasn't it at all. Exercise. Called the doctor, lay down, read your book. An exercise program. Stop, look at the camera. An exercise program is important for good health. Look at the camera, please. Or look at the book, please. Listen to Mommy when I speak my words, please. It will work all those extra inches. Well said, Brother. There's no time like right now. Let's jog home. And off went the cubs, with Papa puffing behind. At first, a little strange eating was just good, healthy food. For a while, they could almost taste the sugar balls and cocoa chums they weren't snacking on. But Mama was always ready with those healthy goodies. Apple slices for TV, nuts and raisins for the movie, frozen yogurt at the mall, and crisp, crunchy carrot sticks just about any time.
Frozen yogurt? Those are good guys?
Yeah. The Bears started a family program of jogging and exercise. No, baby. So when the Bear Country 3-mile race was announced, they were all slimmed down and ready. Though they didn't win, they didn't come in last either, not even Papa, and they won a prize for being the only family to finish the whole race. They were all excited and proud, especially Papa. I know what, he said. Let's celebrate by opening up the freezer and have a carrot stick, interrupted Brother. And some nuts and raisins, added Sister. And Papa did. The end.